It's Morphin time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie Legacy Falconzord from Bandai of America. Really like one of the last ones. I mean, Hasbro has already taken over, but this was one of the last few figures that Bandai of America was squeezing out. It's basically a re-release of the Falconzord, and you know, I'm just sad. I'm sad that Hasbro now has the licenses and we have no news on any more Legacy Megazords, and I really would pay good money for a Shogun Megazord because I love that one. But regardless of that, let's have a look at the Falconzord. And here we found a wild Falconzord in the nature. What will he do? Just sitting around, a truly majestic creature. So yeah, this guy looks pretty good, and I already shown you the articulation there. Spill the beans on that, but I want to have a look at the size, which is going to be problematic because he's big. And my ruler is not big enough, so I'm going to see from the claws to the top of his beak. That's, oh, we're starting off with the inches, fine. 6 inches, basically, and that would mean he's going up to 15.5 centimeters. Now the wingspan, I mean, let's see. I'm going to see in the middle, got to put it in the middle over here. 20 centimeters, so that would be 40, obviously. Duh, double. And that means, am I in the middle? Pretty much. That means almost 8 inches tall, so that would be 16 inches entirely, or 40 centimeters from one side to another. Now, overall look and detail of the Falconzord, as I have the wings over here. I want to show you, he's really shiny, very nicely painted. I love the gold. It's really reflecting off a little bit, but also you have the wings over here, that metallic stuff. And let me, there you go. You can connect that. We'll have a look at that. Don't worry about it. But yeah, overall, a lot of nicely molded detail. He has some stuff on it. I need to clean this off. This is not really damaged, but these, like, as you can tell, just kind of black spots that yeah, you can. I had some at the beginning taken out of the box, and I really was able to get it off real quickly. So yeah, again, nothing that really seems to be damaging. And the white plastic is also shining off, as you can see, with the ring light. And the only real slip in the paint is on his head over here. That's really the only one I found. There are some that where it's not super lined up, like in the black over here. Where it's just like a little bit misses the spot, but it's really forgivable. And nothing to write home about. As we have another look at the matte gray. Well, not really matte gray, but like metallic gray. I'm stupid. But then we have the rockets over here, which you do not have an action feature like way in the back, like with the old toy, but you have all this kind of mechanics. Now added detail in the entire mold, and I don't really know what this is, but going to the symbol in the middle, and his, once again, a little bit off the line with the gold, and other side, same thing. But yeah, what I was saying, you don't have an action feature where you have to light up these things, to light up rockets. Let me have a look at the legs. They say there's die cast, and it's really just the claws. I say legs, it's more like claws. But those are really cool, give them a nice stability to it. And you also have some articulation in it, which I guess I'm just gonna move over and have a look at the articulation. Let's start at the bottom real quick. You have a hinge at his, what do I call that, the feathers. The feathers on his butt. There's a technical explanation for that, but yeah, I'm just going to call it like that. Then we got the claws. You can rotate those around. These move up and down. Also have the big hinge over here. Let me move the wings out because I keep running into my ring light and it's making me nauseous. Probably gonna hear that also in the review, so I'm hoping it's not too loud. Then we got the claws itself, front part. Have a big hinge, go all the way down. It doesn't really go up, and then the back piece also goes all the way together, which is probably going to be important for when we combine them with the Ninja Megazord. Then we have the legs, which are ratcheted, very nice. Again, stability has really been something that the Legacy line has done a lot better than the previous ones because of stuff like that. And then for the wings, same thing, ratcheted, go up almost all the way, and down, they go down all the way for, again, transformation purposes. What they completely added with this one, the old one didn't have any of this. You can now have the wings, have them together, or you pull it out, and then you have that much more motion. Again, it's just like one ratchet and then it stops, but that's cool. You can put them in the flying post. You could never do that before, and it actually looks very nice. So I'm impressed, and I like how they did it, so it doesn't really cut up. Just put it in, and then it's good. And if you want to move it around, you can do so, and just pull it out a little bit. So yeah, then we got finally the head. Got, once again, is ratcheted, goes forward 45 degrees, and then to the back. Just straighten them out for flying poses, and that's really a thing. I'm super impressed with that. You can do like really nice posing with this one if you have a base or something to attach them to. That would be really cool if that would be the extra if they would have added a base or whatever. But yeah, this guy's amazing already, and just moving right on to the comparison with the old one. Oh, and what I almost forgot, you can also open his beak, which has no detail in it, but you know, still a nice little added bonus. As with all my previous Power Rangers videos, I want to compare the Legacy Falconzord to the old Falconzord, and this one's a little beat up. I have two of them, but the other one is just connected to the Shogun Megazord, so I was just like, I'm gonna grab this one because he's not so busy right now. But anyway, overall, the first thing that should come to mind, that should catch your attention, is that they're, well, okay, I'm actually surprised. The wingspan, I thought the Legacy Megazord, the Legacy Falconzord, was a lot shorter. He's a little bit, but really not that noticeable, as I previously thought. Again, he's a lot more, well, detail-wise, it's still pretty much the same. Now we have everything that were stickers before are replaced by a nice paint job, nice golden paint job. But on the flip side, you have a lot more chrome in this dude on the back. Well, a lot more. This guy doesn't have the Legacy Falconzord doesn't have any chrome. So got the chrome in the back, got the stickers, and the light up feature, which I do not have these small round batteries. I never have those in my house. So apologies, I will not be. I don't even know if it still works anyway, but. Could put some batteries in here, and then the lights go. But yeah, just have to imagine that with my real life sounds that I just did. Again, stickers are really messed up here on the back. So also all these stickers you used to have to apply those yourself. For those of you who don't know, well, let me have a look at the faces now. You got Legacy Falconzord and the old one. This is the old one. So just for comparison's sake. You got some more added detail on the side. Did this guy not have any stickers for that? Could be that there's the case. Like with a lot of Power Rangers figures that Bandai of America released, there were stickers missing. Stickers that were actually in the original Japanese release. So there's like a lot of repro labels and whatnot, people doing those, but I never got any for any of my Falconzord. So regardless of that, you got all the mechanics in the lower part. Actually, once again, I'm surprised that the old one had that. I didn't really know. I thought that would not be the case. But what you can see though, in the gray, it's a lot nicer on the Legacy one. It's a lot more shiny. While this one is really just gray plastic. None of that metallic stuff going on. But those are really super similar. Once again with the chrome claws, but surprisingly, usually with the Legacy Zords, there's been more or less differences, but with these two guys, yeah, they're pretty much the same. Just like a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, and more nimble, and overall a better paint job, because the other one didn't really have paint job, it's just stickers. And then obviously to complete the package, I have to give you the combination with the Ninja Megazord. Unfortunately, we don't have a Shogun Megazord, which it looks like they were setting up for it though, because you have all these spots, all these kind of just like snapping stuff over there, which you know, was probably meant for Shogun Megazord, which we didn't get. By the way, he's kind of loose on there. I mean, I like the idea of just to snap it on But yeah, once he's on there, he's not really on there super tightly. You just have these small little spots and the pegs, and you really just bonk, slide it on, and he's on there. But don't try to fly around like that, because I mean, it still works, but I wouldn't trust it. I think it's like once you pull it down, it goes down, but pulling it up, that's where it's holding. So okay, it's kind of wobbly on it, but obviously, I mean, that's not really an issue to me. Let's see, can I push these kind of together? So all right, it's kind of wobbly on there, and it's not straightened out right now, because I guess, that's weird. Okay, I did it like 2-3 times, and it seems like it's already having issues. Oh no, the arms are disconnecting, or what? Okay, so this is weird. We're not gonna play around any much longer with that, but yeah, here you got the look. It looks amazing, and it works super easy. But let's move on to the final thoughts for your Falconzord. So yeah, final thoughts of this figure. I mean, I don't need to really beat around the bush with this guy. He's amazing. Go get him. I mean, what do you want me to say? They added the articulation. You have the die cast. The paint job is on spot, except for some small bits, which I can forgive quite easily. They did take out the action feature if you were a fan of that, but they added some articulation, and he just looks perfect. And it just makes me even more sad that we don't have any news on any more Legacy Zords now that Hasbro has the license. I hope, please Hasbro, please do the Shogun Megazord. And I would totally do buy a Shogun Megazord and a Zeo Megazord. I don't really care about the rest, but that was as far as I watched back in the day. I watched all of Mighty Morphin, and I watched a good portion of Zeo. But when Turbo came around, it was time for me to turbo out. But anyway, that's not relevant. Recommended. Go buy this guy as long as he's still in stock, because once he's not in stock anymore, I don't think there's a chance of him coming back, unless Hasbro picks it up. But we don't know that yet. So really, this figure's awesome, and I love it. And yeah, go and get yourself a Falconzord. Legacy Falconzord. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever the Legacy Falconzord wants.